Some people may find the length of strap given in the pattern is a bit too short for them and may wish to join a bit of extra fabric on to make the strap a bit longer. I suggest not seaming in the normal conventional way like that, which will give you a bulky piece in the middle of your strap, but rather cut at a 45-degree angle. Once you have it cut, then you lay it onto your strap, right sides together. You should put, if you're going to seam at 6 millimeters, which is what I'm going to do, that point there should be 6 millimeters from the edge there, or 1/4 of an inch, and then pin into place. And then go to your machine and stitch. Now you may notice I haven't interfaced yet. I just prefer to do the interfacing of this after I have stitched it and trimmed the seam, because I just find that that gives it a bit extra strength. And then you just trim your seam back. Normally I just press under 6 millimeters on each end. However, lately I've been doing the straps a little differently, so that's how I'm going to do it this time and show you. So you don't press under the ends. As you can see, we've still got the ends raw here, so now we're going to just fold them over like that. So that's the outside right side edges of the strap are together. And I'll just put a clip there to hold that, and we'll do the same with this one. So you can see it's the outside of the strap folded in together, and we just put a clip to hold that. I'll pop over to the machine and I'll show you what to do with that. So here we are with the ends of the straps that we're just going to stitch across here. Make sure these edges are nicely lined up. Normal seam allowance. Get that out of the road. Just back stitch. Snip off these threads. And we'll just cut that down and turn it the right way out, and that's how we do our end. Now once you've done both ends, you can either just stitch it with holding it as you go, or pop a few clips on it to hold it. There's that join again, and it's nice and flat. And now we'll stitch it. We're stitching across the short ends and along the both long edges, 3mm from the edge. I'm going to increase my stitch length to 3.1. And I like to swap this foot over back to my patchwork foot. And there we have our strap. So now that we have our strap, we're going to add the hardware to make it adjustable. So with the strap wrong side up and the slider also wrong side up, we'll thread that through, fold it over by about 1 1/4 inch or 3 centimeters. Not critical, doesn't matter if it's a little bit out. And then I like to stick a clip on it and hold it, and we'll go over to the machine and stitch a rectangular box. So here we are with our strap, and we're going to stitch our rectangular box here. So I've put my zipper foot on and moved my needle as far over to the right as I can. This will just make it a bit easier to get a bit closer to this hardware. So I'll just go as close as I can. Keeping that out of the road. Stitching my outer edges first. And I'll stitch down to this corner. And I'll stitch back across the top of the previous stitching. And then I'll stitch back over to this top corner. It's a bit awkward with the hardware. And there we have a box. Okay, so here we are with our strap wrong side up. We're going to add a hook on the other end. Slide it on so that the hook is facing outward, like that. And then we're going to thread this end back through the slider. Like that. And now we'll put the other hook on the other end. Wrong side together. About 3 centimeters or 1 1/4 inch, like before. Clip it to hold, and then pop over to the machine and stitch a rectangular box. Okay, so here we are with our strap again, and we're going to stitch that rectangular box to fasten our hook. This one's a little easier because that's not quite so bulky. There we have our box. Okay, so now we're going to make the wrist strap. we're going to thread a hook on here, like that. Open up these edges. Going to put them together like this. Just stick a couple of pins in there, or clips if you prefer. And now we're going to go across to the machine and stitch across there. Okay, so now we're going to go and stitch this. I've swapped back to my normal foot. I've put my stitch length back down to 2.4. And now we're just going to go and press that seam open. I always like to press from the other side as well. And just refold it. Okay, so now we're going to go back over to the machine and top stitch all the way around our strap. Just get rid of these threads. Now I just like to put the hook about 1/2 inch from your join, and then I'm going to stitch right on the join there to hold it in place. Like that. Okay, well I've decided to add rivets to my strap, so I'm just going to do that now. I've already pre-punched the holes outside. There we have our rivets.